But Julian, so much fun to be a spectator when he is on championship court. He'll bring the andiamos, he'll get the crowd going. And if you're playing against him, some challenges it offers you too, because it kind of tests you emotionally, doesn't it?
For sure, he can get in some people's heads. But what I do like about Julian, and I think the nuance is, he definitely tries to bring energy to himself and his partner. I think there are some specific players across the net where he goes kind of toe-to-toe, but generally that andiamo and yelling is for him and his partner.
So Christian Alshon to serve, and we're underway here.
What? Zero, 1.
You mentioned that Hewett Alshon singles match on Thursday. Had a chance to call that one. It was Rafa Hewett at his very best. That one goes a little long off the paddle of Arnold.
Yeah, that's a really smart lead from Hayden. Christian, when the energy and the testosterone and the juices are flowing, it's really hard not to just want to pounce on everything.
Side out. 0, 1, 1.
So good job by Rafa Hewett, first around the post.
Rafa's so good at moving laterally to clear his feet and have an ability to curve that back. It's interesting, though, we had seen in the last few days Hayden and Christian playing a lot of rec and training against some of the higher level teams. Hayden's on the left now. That was reversed earlier in the week.
1, 1, 2.
First point, Alshon and Patriquin.
Side out.
And this one goes a little bit long side out coming now. Julian Arnold will serve.
1, 1, 1.
Hayden a bit fortunate there as Julian can't quite let that one go.
1, 1, 2.
Wow. Really nifty backhand slice attack there from Christian.
1, 1, 1.
Expect several speed ups in this game. We're going to have big time hand battles going on.
1, 1, 2.
And there's Patriquin, hit it right to the spot that Hewett left.
Such a great dipping drive there from Hayden. It's crazy how much he incorporates his wrist as opposed to some of the more traditional tennis ground strokes that we see here on tour.
So first lead for Alshon and Patriquin.
Watch the feet, guys. Howard calls out. Point. One, 2, 1.
And that sails just a bit on Hewett. Good rally, though.
Second serve. One, 2, 2. Point. 2-2-2. Point.
You hear the chirp and expect it to get louder and louder throughout the course of this match.
3-2-2.
And the Hayden little chatter as he goes to pick up the ball at the net has started. We're fully in this match now, Drew.
There was a time when Hayden would be picked on, smallest guy on the court when he's 15, 16, but I don't know if you could do that anymore. He plays so large. And now Alshon starts to turn up the volume.
Yeah. 4-3-1.
Oh, that's a Julian Arnold pull right there. Could have gotten back into the point so easily after such a good grind on defense. And that's the point, Drew, controlled pressure. You know, that's a very difficult shot and ultimately not needed at this moment for them.
Good morning, Kansas City. How's it going?
So 5-3 in our first timeout here at this beautiful facility. So excited you're with us at the Elite Tennis and Wellness Center. Julian Arnold mentioned he had sort of an up and down 2024, not making as much noise as he did 2022, 2023. Do you see anything in his game? Is it just getting that swag and that confidence back?
I certainly think there's a bit of momentum. He's similar to Rafa, actually, where they're obviously very good, but their median game and consistency sometimes wavers. But they do make deep runs at times. We just haven't seen the very deep runs from Julian on the tour, and he also decided to sit out MLP. So he hasn't really been top of mind with his electrifying play in that team format. So I think in 2022 and 2023, that was really why we had Julian on top of mind when it came to top male players.
Yeah, great point. So out of the timeout, again, Alshon and Patriquin able to score 6-3 here in game one.
6-3-1.
Oh, well done by Hewett.
Second serve. Six, 3-2.
Ooh, early call on the out ball from Julian, but it was correct. So well-earned side out there for them.
3-6-1.
That's a good pattern for Hayden, I think, right now. They should continue to exploit that backhand cross-court with Julian.
3-6-2.
Ernie attempt just a little bit long off the paddle of Julian Arnold.
Point.
It is in, okay. Thought it just landed outside that line, but check that. Is a point. Oh. Man, oh man.
Julian and Rafa are some of the best scramblers on tour, as they're always aggressive trying to get up to the net, so they're kind of stuck in transition, and they do a great job at digging kind of those half volleys at their feet.
So another point here, 7-4. We're still awaiting our first Andiamo. Have not had it just yet. That'll certainly get this crowd going here in Overland Park.
Second serve. Seven, 4-2. Point.
Yeah, right now the game plan for Christian Hayden could be as simple as get to the kitchen, backhand dink with Julian, see what happens.
And into the net that time for Hewett. So 9-4 here in game one.
Timeout receivers, 9-4-2.
Both move left and right, so it's a tough matchup for some of the top teams here.
You have to think, yeah, eventually, will he settle in on just one partner, or does he like playing musical partners?
I kind of think he likes priding himself on the idea he can go out and beat someone with anyone.
Love it.
Side out. Four, 9-1.
We don't even need to mic these guys up because the court mics will pick up the loud exclamations.
Talked a lot of MLP here. Rafa Hewett, what a presence he is for those Black Bears. Such a emotional player. Gets everybody riled up, trying to do that with Julian Arnold here today.
Wow. Silky smooth there from Christian. Has been slightly, I wouldn't say running around, it's more walk around that backhand to hit that forehand dink, and he just pulls this right past Rafa. On it.
So Hewett and Arnold just muster a point. And now Alshon and Patriquin 2 away from taking game one. Oh, tagged him that time.
Game point. 10-5-1. Second serve. Game point. 10-5-2.
And there it is for Alshon and Patriquin. 11-5, game number one. Julian Arnold a bit frustrated to end the first session.
Yeah, clean play by Christian and Hayden. Really good job at the kitchen, and look for them to double down on that in game two. They don't have to do anything crazy right now if they want to advance to the quarterfinals.
Game two just around the corner here at the Selkirk Kansas City Open. And Patriquin against Hewett and Arnold. Drew Felios, Ryan DeWidgeon. So excited you're with us on Pickleball TV.
Feels like Championship Sunday here right now, Drew.
A little bit.
Championship court is packed. A lot of good energy, a lot of intensity.
Point.
Not much breeze in the air, so that's good here. Good pickleball conditions. Overcast. Don't have the blazing hot sun.
Second serve.
It's funny, I think some teams certainly like the warmer weather. The ball gets a little bit softer, play gets a little bit more methodical and traditional. And then there's some teams that love to kind of speed it up and bring the pace.
And right now that pace is coming from Patriquin and Alshon.
2-0-2. Point. 3-0-2. Side out.
You'll see here that Christian and Hayden are stacking on the serve, but they do not unwind the stack typically right now as they return.
There's Alshon again, Christian Alshon. Last time he made a championship Sunday in men's doubles, it was the Austin Open. His partner, Zane Navertil.
Yeah, that Austin run was kind of the start to a little bit of the Ben and John trouble. Zane and Christian beat them in the semis in a clean 2-game fashion, and I think it really started opening up the door mentally for a lot of the teams that go up against the Johns.
Side out. I got it. 3-1-1. Second serve.
Keeping an eye on the entire complex here. Connor Garnett, Tyler Lung just victorious over Jay DeVilliers and
3-1-2.
Patrick Smith. Had to win a third game, 12-10 to get that done. Little tack from Julian.
The most casual Ernie we're going to see today, I bet. Take a look at this.
1-3-1. Second serve. 1-3-2. Point.
Hewett and Arnold trying to turn the momentum here. It's been all Alshon and Patriquin thus far. And there's Rafa again.
Yeah, Christian needs to do a better job knowing that they're trying to play aggressive on the third and the fifth, and Rafa's going to poach that 99 times out of 100.
3-3-2.
Same guy syndrome strikes here on Saturday.
Three, 3-1. Point.
Oh, a couple miscues there. Just when they had the crowd behind them. It's 4-3.
4-3-1. Point.
Great rip from Hayden down the line, really catching Rafa off guard as he had to unwind the stack. Always important to try to target the returner coming in.
Point.
They're feeling it right now, Ryan.
Yeah. I think Rafa and Julian are sensing a little bit that they can't just make balls and try to go toe-to-toe
6-3-1.
with Christian Hayden, so they're trying to pull on some kind of gray area, risky stuff.
Another tag, second time. Julian having fun with it.
7-3-1.
Oh, wow.
The Hayden bark of all day.
So Big H getting a whole lot bigger right in front of our eyes. He is having his way right now.
Paired up with an elite one today.
8-3-1.
Say one thing about Alshon, too. He's very vocal about pickleball being better than tennis.
He's not afraid to feel the heat of big tennis on Twitter or offline.
Just waiting for that to happen. Julian Arnold finally has arrived.
3-8-1. Second serve. 3-8-2. Side out.
So another run short-lived by
8-3-1.
Hewett and Arnold. Alshon and Patriquin back to work. And Hayden gets tagged that time, so Julian gives one back.
8-3-2. Side out. 3-8-1. Timeout receivers, 4-8-1.
So timeout here, Alshon and Patriquin. Bit of a surprise here as Julian continues to chirp. Was just about to say a healthy dose of gamesmanship on both sides, but now it is getting a little bit testy, I think safe to say.
Yeah, I think Julian is using kind of the verbal exchanges to rile himself up more than it is to try to get in the heads of Christian and Hayden. They are certainly in control of this match, but I wouldn't say last desperate measure, but it's just a tactic that Julian needs right now.
Seemed like just yesterday when Julian was one of the new players in the sport of pickleball coming in from the world of tennis, but as he said just moments ago, these kids nowadays is the next wave with Alshon and Big H, and I guarantee you there's more waves coming from where that came from.
For sure. I think Christian and Hayden and Gabe certainly just represent kind of like the new generation of modern pickleball, where some of them are kind of native to pickleball for the last 3 to 5 years, and then the other ones are kind of adopting the new meta of play with paddles and speed and athleticism.
So a little coaching from Lee Waters there, and now Alshon and Patriquin ready to go.
4-8-1.
Rafa was on that one, but works out for Christian there.
Turns out being a good timeout. Rafa Hewett. Oh, foot fault going to be called.
Julian continues with the anti-Selkirk net. We had seen that in Sacramento. There may be a challenge at play here.
Oh, wow. By the looks of that replay.
We have a challenge of the referee's fault call. The fault call puts us at ref error. It's a replay. Guys.
And now Rafa Hewett visibly upset.
A referee error is a replay.
If this were soccer, Drew, Hayden and Christian would hit this ball out on purpose just to even the things out a little bit. This feels scripted amongst these four characters. Script writers are doing their job well today.
So eventually we got to play on here.
it's a replay. Here we go.
I think safe to
We're
say.
back at 482. I'll call the score.
The stakes have just been
482.
upped a few notches here on championship court.
Julian and Rafa feel like older brothers right now, just trying to intimidate the little bro. There we go, number 1.
And Christian Alshon trying to keep Big H
582.
composed here. Lead trimmed to 3. And the thing is, when you do all of this talking, you better back it up.
For sure. And Hayden, I think, has yielded 6 points off of the cross-court backhand dink
8-5-1.
rally. So for Julian to get 1 is not all that big of a deal.
Hewett does.
Second serve.
Rafa, with 2 minutes ago, was kind of quieting Julian down to try to
8-5-2.
be a little bit quieter and focused, and now he's ramped up.
Side out.
And all of a sudden, safe to say, the momentum is swung here. Hewett and Arnold back into this match.
Oh, you know what you said, Julian. Stop it.
Don Stanley,
581.
nearly a profanity warning right there for Rafa Hewett.
Point.
And I think it's shaken up Patriquin and Alshon here as they will
Timeout
go to the
receiver,
bench. Another
6-8-1.
timeout called. You hit the nail on the head, though. Right now, Hewett and Arnold
15
playing
seconds.
the role
No
of
timeouts. One timeout.
big brothers at the park. Guys who are just kind of
Time in.
trying to talk their way back into the
6-8-1.
game. And they have done that, now trailing by 2.
Second serve. Six, 8-2. Point.
If Hewett and Arnold can find a way to send this to a game 3. Oh, wow.
7-8-2.
Hayden on the lookout for the cross-court attack. Julian trying to go back to the well there. It doesn't work that time.
8-7-1.
Just a few inches out off the paddle of Hewett.
Nine, 7-1. I agree with the overrule, with the out call, yeah. No, I agree with the out call, yeah, I agree. Said the wrong word, yeah. I agree with that out call. You can challenge, all right. Point.
Replay system while we still have it. Month of August. And there it is. So Alshon and Patriquin, they weather the storm, they keep their heads and their composure, and they get it done. 11-5, 11-7.
A fitting end with a cross-court bag between Julian and Hayden. So props to the 6th seed. They're really finding their groove, and they're going to have a tough matchup with Jaume and Tyson coming up in the quarterfinals.
Crowd loving the entertainment factor here at the Selkirk, Kansas City Open. Alshon and Patriquin moving on here in Overland Park.